heard the media narrative.
The wave that Republicans fear is going to wipe them out in this year's congressional elections.
It is predictions of a blue wave that could give Democrats control of the House and possibly the Senate as well. And it has conservatives like Ralph Reed on high alert as to what that could mean for the faith agenda and the Trump administration.
They're going to move to impeach the president. There's no question about it. They can't and won't deny it. And if you think it's a good idea for the United States of America to be tied up in an impeachment proceeding for the 2 years leading up to the re-election of the president, then by all means, make Nancy Pelosi Speaker and Chuck Schumer Majority Leader, because that's what's going to happen.
Evangelical leaders say the only way it won't happen is for the flock to show up in force come November.
For President Trump's agenda to be furthered, they've got to have the evangelical vote. They have to.
Chad Connolly knows what he's talking about. As faith director for the Republican National Committee in 2016, Connolly spent countless hours meeting with pastors across the country. That investment paid off with record turnout. New leadership at the RNC, however, wanted change, so Connolly and his contact list left the building.
The party's very metric-driven, and it's really hard to measure relationships. But if you have a relationship, you get a multiplier effect of the results, because then you got pastors doing the work as opposed to just a party hack.
Dave Carney, a seasoned operative for both Republicans and the faith community, isn't so sure that the party understands what's needed in the care and feeding department.
And the party has a mixed track record at best in terms of figuring out how to deal with evangelical. They depend on evangelical vote to win. Every Republican in the country does. Yet they treat them almost like the Democrats treat African Americans. They take them for granted.
Hi, we're Ohio Christian University students.
That's where outreach from conservative faith groups can make a difference. Typically, in a midterm election, evangelicals make up about 26% of the overall vote. Although that's a good number, enthusiasm will need to be even higher this year to overcome what's building on the left.
They have energy because they're motivated by their blind hatred of the president. And we need to have a similar motivation, not necessarily hating somebody, but motivating them to get excited to be involved.
I think the question is the other side so fired up, a la sort of the Tea Party of 09 and 10, that you're going to see the most incredible turnout on the left that you've ever seen?
While it's too early to predict any turnout or results, there are some recent encouraging signs. President Trump's approval number is at its highest point this year. In some early primaries, Republican voter turnout has been high, and GOP fundraising is doing well, including $30 million from one megadonor. Whatever happens, David Lane with the American Renewal Project says the stakes are high and very obvious.
We are real clear about what we're doing. There's no, hidden agenda about it. We're trying to restore America to our Judeo-Christian heritage and reestablish a biblically based culture in America.
Evangelicals see Trump implementing that agenda so far, but after 2018, it's anybody's guess. David Brody, CBN News, Washington.